Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly readings. I trust you guys have had a wonderful week and are gearing up for the next week. Today we are going to visit the energies that may affect us for the week of July the 8th through to the 15th. I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I've had family that came in from out of town and I had quite a few things I needed to do today, so I wasn't able to do my reading as usual in the morning and put it out. So I'm putting it out now because it's my first chance to do so today, but I figured better late than never. I hope you agree. Also, I'd like to thank all of you guys for your likes, your shares, comments, for those of you that have chosen me to do a private reading, and for those of you that have generously donated to my channel. I'd like to point out one person in particular. Her name is Rosemary, and I hope you're listening to the video, because at the very end of the video, when I put out my interactive part, I'm going to set up a little pile just for you, just to let you know that I do appreciate that you have donated to my channel and that you were very, very generous. And I hope you don't mind that I am saying it in public. As you guys well know, I am moving, and I have asked my viewers to donate to my channel if possible. And for those of you that would like a reading, please choose me as your reader, because at this time I could use the additional help. And that's all I will say. I'm going to go ahead with the reading. As always, I've had cards that came out as soon as I was shuffling for the pre-reading. Okay, so let's get with it. Now today the main card that we have gotten is a continuation of last week, where we got the card of love yourself. Okay, today the card is a rejection, which fits well with the love yourself parts, because feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and your soul, and it immobilizes you. It helps you shut down in a sense, you know. You go into fear, you go into self-sabotage. So rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from your experiences. For example, if you were a writer and you sent out your articles to a book publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone in on your skills a bit more, on your articles. And then send your work out to several other publishers. Use that rejection as a motivation force to succeed and not give up. If one didn't work out, there has to be always an underlying reason, but we just don't always know that. We can't see that far into the future or know every detail of the things that we don't catch. So we need to know that there's always another direction. When a door closes, we need to turn in another direction and not give up and not beat ourselves up in the process. If a person that you have feelings for or felt deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognizing that there is someone out there who is more suited for you. Remember, if you are rejected, there's always a big reason why that happens. So you need to focus in another direction instead of beating yourself up. First of all, if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background, I'm really sorry, but I can't get them to pipe down. I have told them several times that I'm going to do readings, but there's a little toddler here and my niece, and just there's a lot of people. Family. You know how family is. No pun intended. Okay. Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, and give up. Then they hurt and reject others, which is very bad to do. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking this card, you're being urged to hold yourself in higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learned from your experiences and will not make the same mistake again. So, by being rejected, you're learning a lot of lessons. First of all, how to turn your gaze to another direction, how to know that if something didn't work out, if you went for a job position and they rejected you, or they didn't give it to you and gave it to someone else, there's probably a hidden factor in that description of that particular job that you would have had to do eventually, and you would have hated it. So don't feel bad. Kind of send your blessings out to the universe and say thank you. Thank you, because I know that you've saved me from something that I would really have disliked. Same thing with a person. If you set your sights on someone, or you really fall for someone and you think that they're really great and they're the perfect partner or the perfect friend, and somehow they reject you, there's a reason. There's a reason. There's something about your energy and theirs that don't match up. That eventually things will fall apart, and at that point you're more into the relationship or the friendship, and then you really hurt because you miss that person. You miss the interaction or the energy that was fed to you by having this situation in your life, or this person, or the position. So in any event, if you're feeling rejected during this week, at work, a relationship, a friendship, a situation in your life that you really were trying to manifest, and something happened to where you were turned down, or you couldn't approve, or a partner just decided, that it's better not to invest time in the relationship, then you're better off, because there's something better waiting for you, and you need to learn that. Okay. There's a lot of confusion, perhaps. There's a lot of planetary movements, and we're getting really close to an eclipse. So the energies already start to become very clouded, very confusing. We don't know which way to go. We may have many directions, or many options on the table that we could choose from, but some are not very good options. They'll lead to a dead end. So you need to be careful if you have many choices as you're moving forward this week, or an opportunity comes up that looks really, really good. You need to really focus on that, because there could be some hidden factors again in that situation that will really bring about a very sad turnout, or a sad ending to it. So be careful with your choices as you move forward this week. Some of you may have several choices when it comes to romantic partners. Perhaps you're single and you may have several people that kind of show up at the same time, and you're like, oh shit, which way do I go? I like this about this person, I like that about the other person, but I'm not really sure which one to choose. I would have to say choose the one that you haven't met yet, because that might be the best. If you don't immediately say, oh, this is the one, then be careful, because too many choices, you may go in the wrong direction. So I would just kind of turn my gaze on the one that I haven't met yet, and just go for it. But for some of you, there's going to be something new that you begin this week, either a project, a house move. Some of you could be pregnant or conceiving during this week, so keep that in mind. The reason I say that is because the Empress is also on the table, and the Empress is always pregnant. She's either pregnant with an idea or pregnant, so you can become pregnant. So for those of you that are sexually active, be careful this week if you're not using protection, or if you're wanting to get pregnant. It could actually happen as you're partying this week, or spending some good times with your partners. Okay, for some of you, this could be just a project or an idea that's really, really going to fall in your lap, and you're going to say, wow, I really enjoy this. It's something that I have wished for. It's one of my wishes that I have put out to the universe, and at last it is coming true, or I see where it can begin to form. It's an idea, it's a project, it's something that I'm birthing but hasn't actually happened yet. It's just in the stages of planning, or of being manifested. But the Empress is so abundant. She's so beautiful. The energy that she puts out is energy of manifestation. So bringing to life those things that you have wished for, that you have desired. And there may be quite a few things that you're putting out to the universe as we move through this month, but try to focus on one plan at a time. That way the energy is more intent and focused in one direction, as opposed to wanting several things and then splitting your energy up and not being able to manifest any of it, because there's not enough intent and energy going in one specific direction, or for one specific project or person or situation in your life. So focus your energy this week, because it could be all over the place. And maybe for some of you, this rejection, there's something that you go for this week that doesn't it doesn't materialize. There's a rejection for one reason or another. But don't feel bad, because once you see that, then immediately turn in another direction, and don't even focus on what has not materialized, because there was a big reason why it didn't, and that's why it's coming up today as a main focus of the reading. There's going to be a lot of differences of opinion as you move forward, a lot of other things that you need to overcome while you're trying to manifest this one particular thing that you really love, or an idea or a project that you have fallen in love with, and you're trying to materialize it. The Five of Wands always speaks of different people with different opinions wanting to go in different directions, or maybe there's more than one suitor, and they're combating for your attentions. Okay, it could be because it's right under the Seven of Cups. So maybe you're combating yourself over all of the different things that you're trying to manifest, and trying to figure out which one is the best, which direction is the best. There's others that are putting in their 2 cents worth, and you need to stick to your guns and realize, well, what do I think is going to be better for me? What's going to make me happier? What's going to bring this Ace of Cups into reality, or into my reality? How can I manifest this that I want with the input of everyone else, with all the choices that I have to choose from? Which one do I focus on? Which one do I stick to? Which one can I materialize, even though I have all these other situations going on in my life, or all the other opinions? Perhaps it's from your family members, or from people that you love. It could be children. It could be co-workers. So keep in mind that you're going to combat a lot of energies this week that are different from yours. It's not what you want in your life. It's not the direction you want to take. It may open up a lot of different situations, but you need to focus on exactly what you want to manifest, and don't worry about everyone else, because the angels are saying all is well. All is well at this time. Keep moving forward. Keep focusing your energy on what you want. That even though you may feel or think that things are not going in the direction that you want them to, or that they're supposed to go in, know that everything is well. Archangel Jeremiah, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings that you will soon understand. So even though you're confused, in the fog, don't know what direction to take, don't know exactly what's going on, all the differences of opinion, go here, go there, do this, do that, I want you to come and look at this, I want you to do that. I mean, it's going to be wishy-washy energy because of the eclipses. I do believe that that has a lot to do with it. So try to stay focused, no matter what you do. You know what you need to do. You know how much work needs to go into the direction that you're wanting to go to, or what you're trying to manifest. Don't let others like throw you off beat, because then that will only bring more work on you, more responsibilities, because you'll have to play catch up for the things you couldn't do because you veered off in another direction that someone else helped you do, not what you would have done. You would have stuck to your guns, so stay with it, okay? There are some gifts coming from the divine. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So stick with the plan. All is well. Everything is happening the way that it should, with hidden blessings that are coming. They're telling you here, we're giving you this cup, this thing that you've asked for, this thing that you've wanted to manifest is being handed to you. Open your arms and receive. So gratitude, helping others as you move forward, is going to go a long way with the universe, and bringing to you this thing that you've wanted, what you've asked for, what you've prayed for, what you've worked for. For all of us is something different, okay? So just keep that in mind. This is going to be a week that's filled with energy that you won't be able to focus on very well, but the angels are saying, listen, don't worry about that, because we got your back, and we're bringing to you exactly what you've asked for. But you need to open your arms to receive. You need to be very grateful as you go with it, you know. All is well. Don't change anything. Let's see what the energies are going to be like this week for us all. We're starting off the beginning of the week with the sun. When I was shuffling the cards, I looked at that card and I thought, oh, how beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Cups, he's offering his love to someone, offering his cup to someone, going in a particular direction. The Knights are all about action, they're about movement forward. So whatever you're doing this week, you're going to really love it, okay? You're going to go in a direction, following your dreams, looking to offer yourself, your love, your companionship, your skills on a project that you really, really love, that you really want. For some of you, this could be a water sign that's coming into your life that is offering his time or his love or maybe just knowledge, but helping you move forward towards a direction that you really enjoy. This could represent a romantic partner as well that's coming into your life for some of you that are single. So keep that in mind as well. The Sun is at the beginning of the week. That means that you're feeling very triumphant. There's new projects that are beginning. There's old cycles that are ending and new ones are coming into your life. Very warm ones. Spending time outdoors. Having fun with family and friends. But new projects. Abundance. Listen to music. It's very important because it helps you manifest. We've also gotten the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has the wreath of triumph. So it's something very triumphant. You're going to feel like you have accomplished something that you've worked very hard to accomplish. You're going to be seeing things clearly, so keep that in mind. Even though the Seven of Cups has come out for this week, that means some confusion, some clouded thoughts, not knowing which way to go. You're suddenly going to cut through these fears. The Nine of Swords. Not being able to see things for what they truly are. Being afraid to move forward. So this Ace of Cups is going to trump this Nine of Swords. You're not going to be feeling so afraid to move forward. These nightmares that you've been having about certain things with this Sun here, that means you're going to get clarity. A lot of clarity, a lot of right thoughts, okay, that are going to cut through the muck of the Nine of Swords. Then you have the Queen of Swords here as well. So there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of thinking, clear thinking though. Going to be a lot of clear thinking to break through these fears, these swords that are always they're piercing your heart. They worry you. You stay up at night, but these are just thoughts. Okay, so if you continue to dwell in the fears, you will manifest them. So you need to stop, because remember we got the Empress. Okay, as I was shuffling, that means that your thoughts, your fears, can be manifested as we move forward this week, because the energies are going to be very powerful. So you need to start thinking clearly about what direction you want to go in, or the things that you do want to manifest. And when the fears start to creep in at night, when you're going to sleep, or during the day when you find yourself trying to rest your mind and these thoughts start popping in, you need to stop them. You need to think the opposite of whatever they are, and tell yourself, I'm not going to manifest something negative. I'm going to go for the positive, because what I do want to manifest is going to bring me happiness. It's going to bring me love. It's going to bring me something that I want in my life. And take those thoughts away. The Queen of Swords is saying you can cut these things away from your life. She has a very good sense of humor, but she's also alone. This could represent a widowed woman. It could represent an air sign. Or it could represent you saying, listen, I have my sword. I'm going to cut through all the crap that I don't need to be thinking about, that I don't need to be doing. The people, the situations, they need to stop at this time. Because there's something that I'm trying to manifest, and I can't have my thoughts or my actions or my focus being pushed around by others, so I can manifest what I want. Right now, the time is right. I need to bring this energy into my life, and by cutting things out that I no longer need, I'll be able to manifest it. As the Queen of Swords. Almost said Queen of Cups. Not the Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. She eliminates things from her life that she no longer needs. She's very loving. She fights very hard for her family. But she's ready to cut things out. Put them in her little bag and dump them. Because she no longer needs certain things in her life. And the fears is definitely something she no longer needs. Okay, she needs to think clearly about her direction, wherever that takes her. Okay, for some of you, it will be work. Okay, you'll be cutting certain responsibilities or people that have stopped you, that perhaps have put fear in you somehow. Others are gonna see that you do good work, and they're gonna recognize that. Okay. It's all about, oh, the next one is the Five of Cups. It's about cups. Cutting all the disillusionment that you've had in your life as you move forward. There's some good cards on the table. You guys need to think clearly. The Sun is usually the best card in the deck, and when it comes out, it shows triumph. It shows being able to achieve the things that you want as you move through this week. Even though the energies are going to be a little bit potent, you'll be able to overcome. Okay, let's get ready for our interactive part. That's it. Sorry, I had to pick up the card that went flying out of the deck. Guess what it is? Victory! Ta-da! Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So, if you follow guidance and you don't give up on the things that you want, your prayers are being answered. All is well at this time. Gifts from God. So keep all that in mind as you move through this week, because it's going to be a very gift-giving week. Apparently the universe is going to take care of us if we pay attention, okay? If we stick to our plans and not let anything veer us off. Okay. Time for the interactive part for those of you that chose A. Door to value that's opening up at this time. So for those of you that have asked for a raise, you're going to get it. For those of you that are hoping to move up the ladder at work, apparently it's happening because there's door to value. This could be an inheritance. This could be you gambling somewhere and winning. But mostly it's your hard work that finally pays off, okay? And it's opening up a new energy field where some money can come your way. Hopefully it's a raise or a better position at work. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. By balancing certain areas of your life, you can improve your finances and improve other areas as well. But there's a life review. For some of you, it could be a work review. They're going to review what you've done up to now and hopefully give you a raise or a better position. So look for that. This is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands promises action. It promises movement forward. For some of you, you're moving. Okay, there's a life review. You're feeling like, well, it's time to go. It's time to go to a different place, which is going to offer you some money once you get there, or you'll get some money in the meanwhile so that you can move your life forward in the direction that you want to go in. This could be travel, movement, a new person that comes into your life of a fire sign. Keep that in mind. For some of you, it's moving your life forward after a nice review of where you've been, what you've done, and the things that you want to change as you move forward. And some of them is going to be money, okay, or finances. For those of you that chose B, There's a lot of passion in your life. There's passions that you're following, okay? There's something that you're heading. There's a direction that you're heading that brings about a lot of passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and in your career. So follow your instincts. There's going to be some hostilities and some people that are going to try to set you back, but don't give up, because this will pass and your passion will not. So you just stick to your guns. There's also being judged fairly. There's justice. This could be a legal battle, and you have a passion that you want to stick to it, because in the end you will win, because you're being judged fairly. No matter the hostilities or the battles that you need to overcome, keep going, especially if you've picked B here. This could be a court case, this could be a ticket, this could be over children, it could be over households, it could be inheritance. Do not give up. Don't give up, okay? This could also be judgment from the universe. Karma that's being paid off. Karma that you have overcome. The hostilities that you have gone through. So now you can follow your passions, because your karmic debts have been paid. You have been judged, you have gone through the fire, and now you can continue and move forward. The hostilities will soon be moving away so that you can achieve what you have been working very hard for. And justice is here to say, yes, it's time. You have paid your dues. This could be an air sign that comes into your life as well, namely a Libra. For those of you that have chosen C, you have the Five of Cups. Again, Five of Cups is all about pain, leaving the past behind, moving forward, still thinking of some of the things that have happened to you in the past when it comes to your romantic life. Isolation is another definition for this card. But yet there's still flame, there's still passion in your life that you're moving towards. So you're moving away from this time in your life when you have felt isolated, when you have felt alone, okay? Storm warnings. There's a storm coming, or a storm that's heading away. It's up to you. It's up to what your life is heading towards. You may be heading towards this Five of Cups, where there's pain, where there's isolation, where there's a breakup in your life, or it just happened. So there's a lot of storms brewing within you. But worry not, because that time is passing. There's indigo children, so if there's children involved in your life, you need to focus on them, okay? You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive, extremely sensitive. So if you have kids in your life, they're either going through a very hard situation at this time and you need to focus on them, or your children are being affected by the situations that you are going through, so try to help them get through this. For those of you that are teachers, you'd better serve the kids if you start working with kids that are sensitive, crystal children. There's a bunch of other meanings to these cards that I can get into. Some of you may be going through some hard times with your children. You need to spend more time on them, okay? Or you're thinking about children. Maybe you've had a separation, you're thinking about children. Maybe you lived with someone that they had children and you've separated from them and you miss the children. I mean, this could be so many other things. Okay, but pay attention to your kids at this time, even if you're going through a difficult situation in your life, because your children can help you get past it. Especially if they're sensitive children, because they'll be able to feel it and they'll bring a certain amount of love and peace into your life so you can cope with the changes that are happening in your life. If you're thinking of becoming a teacher, then you should work with sensitive children. You'd better serve the kids if you work with that particular group of kids. Alright, now for Rosemary. Rosemary, what have you gotten? Again, the Knight of Cups. So moving towards something that opens your heart. Either a new person is coming into your life, namely Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio that's offering their cup of love to you. It might be a total surprise, because it could be someone that you know that you had no idea was interested in you, but yes, it is. They are. And they're coming to tell you or this could be somebody totally new that you haven't met yet. Necessarily doesn't have to be a water sign, but there'll be someone that is holding a cup for you, holding a torch, as they say. Someone that's ready to commit to a relationship. So it could be a romantic partner. It could be you wanting to start something new with someone else and you're offering them a cup of love, or it could just be you moving forward towards something that you really love at this time. And it could be a career transition. Archangel Chamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So the changes that you're making in your life, you're triggering a career change towards something that truly brings you happiness. It could be a talent that you have that you start to use now, or you start to develop it as you move forward in life. And it's a life purpose, so you're slowly moving towards something that you were always intended to do. And there's going to be a lot of healing in your life. Healer of the ages. Either you're someone that can heal and you now start to use those powers, and it starts with self. It extends to family and friends, and then you can start helping others as well. Use the fire that's in your hands. You're a healer. You're Reiki healing or any other type of healing. You will start to develop your own type, your own way of healing others. It could be through conversation, it could be through hugs, it could be through just touching them or praying with them or spending time with people. Your words, your knowledge, your experiences are very significant to those around you. So keep using it, keep moving forward, and if it's not you, then it's whatever deity you pray to, whatever God you believe in. They're there to help heal you at this time. A broken heart, tragedy that you may have gone through in the past that still lingers, that still has left an imprint in you. You're being healed at this time, and so you can move forward and heal others as well. I do love you, Rosemary, and I appreciate the things that you've done to help me. Your donation was very generous, and thank you. I appreciate it from my heart. Have a blessed week, all of you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.